What's going on, guys? Welcome back to your Lake Fork Guide. How would you like to know how to catch fish like this over the slot for the Berkley Bass Tournament? If you want to find out, stay tuned. Man, that's an awesome fish, ain't it? Golly, I know every one of y'all would love to have that one in the Berkley tournament coming up here real soon, this week, actually. So, let me tell you how to do that. First I'm going to say the easiest way to help you get on fish like that in 10 casts for the Berkley is to go subscribe to the YLFG Pro Tips package on the Fish Life app. The Life is spelled with a Y, L-Y-F-E. The app is linked in the description. We've got all different lake packages on there. We've got different guide packages on there. Mine is YLFG Pro Tips. You have David Ozio. You have Cody Mays, Mike McFarland. Of course, we got our generic Lake Fork package. That has up-to-date info. I just updated that last week for you guys. So it's all rocking and rolling, man. All kinds of options for you guys. But the YLFG Pro Tips, that's the one that I update week to week. Like where I caught that fish is on there right now. You can see it. It's on there right now. And there's other spots just like that all across the lake on YLFG Pro Tips. And on YLFG Pro Tips right now, if you're not fishing the Berkley, I got a couple spots on another lake in East Texas that are really, really, really good. So that's where you want to check out if you want the easiest way to get on those fish in 10 casts. Now, how did we catch that fish? Well, we caught that fish on the grass flat using a chatterbait in the slap middle of the day. And I mean the slap middle of the day, like 1 o'clock. So that's what time it is right now. Let me see. I'm sorry, 1:30 is when we caught that fish. All right, that being said, slobber knocker for Berkley is going to be a key bait. We've gotten to the time of year, okay, we've gotten off the little bitty bait. They're not, I mean, there's some fish. If you want to catch unders, there's fish eating little bitty baits. And you can absolutely throw those little shad imitators, little spinner baits, little bitty swim baits. All those things will catch you some smaller fish still right now, just like they did in September for sealies. But we've gotten to this period of fall where the medium-sized shad replicators are becoming the deal for the bigger fish. And here's the chatterbait I caught it on, 3/8 ounce chatterbait. Obviously, clearwater shad, whitish color. I've got a 3.5 inch Lake Fork Tackle Live Magic Shad. That's the bait I just caught that on. You can also use 4 to 5.5, 6 inch swim baits. Will also work right now. Those are probably the two best things. The spinnerbait can work right now. But I like those two. The chatterbait and the swim bait are my two favorites right now to go catch your bigger fish. We're catching smaller fish on those medium-sized baits too. The deal is, for whatever reason, every year in the fall, they go from little shad to medium shad, and then in November, we'll be throwing bigger baits for big shad. And there's been big shad up shallow already this year. But that's just what they feed on every fall. I don't know why. I'm not going to argue with them. Arguing with fish is kind of like arguing with your wife. It ain't a whole lot of point to doing it, folks. So I've made a habit, after 10 years of guiding, I try not to argue with them anymore. I just do what they tell me. It's kind of like, really a lot like being married. Really, there's a lot of similarities there. So, you know, it is what it is. Where do we want to fish? Kind of what are we looking for here? Man, there's so much grass in the lake right now, and there are multiple patterns coming up right now for Berkley. You can go mid-depth on the scope and go do that deal. That's absolutely a thing you can do right now. You can go deep and go Carolina rig, big shaky head, straight tail worms, Alabama rig. You can do all those things right now and get bit really well in the right areas. The key to the offshore deal, the deeper deal, is road beds and pond dams. They like to be, for whatever reason in the fall, the structure they like to look for is long, narrow, flat spots. So road beds and pond dams are perfect. I mean, they're absolutely perfect. Like, you know, early in the summer, they kind of go long tapering points. Towards the end of summer, they like sharp, steep drops, humps. Some of the shorter pond dams that have really steep drops tend to be better later in the summer. Just the really big drop-offs with the small tabletops on top seem to be the deal late in summer. And then we get the fall, and they like these long, flat, high spots, which are road beds and pond dams are perfect for that. So that's kind of what you're looking for structure-wise. Like I said, that Carolina rig, straight tail worm on a shaky head or drop shot, and then Alabama rig, that's your deal offshore. Now, you can find Berkley baits. I won't waste your time in this video explaining all the different Berkley baits you could use on that. You know, straight tail worm's pretty simple. They got the bottom hopper. They've got a big Senko worm you could use on that if you wanted to. The Alabama rig, they've got little swim baits you could use on that. So Carolina rig, man, any creature bait would probably be good right now. Their fluke style bait would be probably what I would use on a Carolina rig, would be their fluke style bait. So there's all kind of options there. Same thing with the chatterbait. They've got the Berkley Slobber Knocker is their chatterbait. Highly recommend getting some of those for this tournament. And as far as the trailer, I really like the slotted swim joint trailers like the Lake Fork Tackle Live Magic Shed. Now, you're not going to find one exactly like this. This is one of a kind with that horizontal tail and all that. But you can find something of Berkley, I'm sure, that is similar to that is a chatterbait style trailer. I can't imagine they don't have one. I am not the best at knowing all the Berkley baits. I apologize for not being better at that. For the grass flat fishing, man, guys, just like, it's all over the lake. Like, it's a little bit of everywhere in the lake has grass. I would say that we've gotten kind of to the time where they're more in the creeks than the little like subtle pockets on the main lake. So I would look more in creeks, kind of those subtle pocket fish on the main lake. They're the ones that are making their way out to the mid depth and the deeper stuff. And then these creek fish that move back in the fall, they're back here pretty far back in the creeks, really towards the backs. But they're not in the back corner. Some days you can catch some back there. Most days right now, get to the outer edge of the grass growth. Wherever the grass is growing the deepest, wherever it kind of scatters a little bit on a flat, that's what you want to look for. You don't have to be near the creek channel. The grass is the structure. The grass is the structure and cover in this situation, in this scenario. Find where the grass breaks up and grows a little deeper, a little scattered, be easier to fish that chatterbait through anyway. That seems to be the key areas, is the outer
edges of that grass. You can get bit there throughout the day. You can go up real shallow in the backs and you catch them early in the morning a little bit. And not every day, but if you're going to catch them way in the back, usually it's early in the morning or late in the evening, which you guys won't be allowed to fish, so early in the morning. But all throughout the day, you can catch them in spurts. Little windows, flurries of action on the outer edges of the grass. That's the really big deal right now to me, is getting on those outside areas of that grass. Man, I hope this helps every one of you guys. Cash some checks this weekend. Check out the Fish Life app. Hey, if you need a guide trip, holler at your boy. Fall fishing is one of my favorite times. We catch a lot of big fish like you just saw. The action's fast and furious. Like I said, today, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I pulled up scouting for tomorrow's trip. I pulled up to the first spot I pulled up to, came out for an afternoon for a couple hours. Within 10 casts, I'd caught 3 fish and one of them was an over. It happens like fast, furious spurts of awesomeness are what we experience in the fall, and we're set up really good. We're kind of at the front edge of the peak fall bite right now, so it's going to be going on, I would imagine, this year till right around Thanksgiving time, maybe just a little before that. That's when that fall window is going to be really good. So if you want to get out of here, yourlakeforkguide.com. Text me at 903-519-1542. We'd love to have you out. We do have some openings in November we can get you out on, so holla at your boy. Man, thanks again for watching so much. We'll see you next time right here on Your Lake Fork Guide.